That thing, upper corner eventually goes away. Good. America is getting fatter. Well, don't just listen to my words. This is an obesity trend depicted by states back in 1994. The lighter blue color shows states that have about 10 to 14% population being overweight, and darker blue states, including Texas, that have great steaks, about 15 to 19% overweight. Fast forward 15 years later, with the exception of Colorado, every single state got 10% fatter. What's going on? People don't know how to stop overeating? Yeah. Isn't somebody doing something about it? Yes. There is one man. He spent his whole career researching why people overeat. And his conclusion was how much we eat depends on what is around us. In other words, we are victims to our circumstances. So I'm going to highlight 3 traps. But before I do that, I'm going to give you a pop quiz. Tell me which black dot is bigger.
Same.
Excellent. But I can't help feeling that the left black dot, surrounded by smaller circles, appear just a little bit bigger than the one that's shadowed by the large circles around it. And the same thing goes for our food, which leads to the trap number 1, optical illusion. I have a 10-inch plate on the left side, a 12-inch plate on the right. Both have the same amount of stir fry. But your brain will tell you, I'm eating less on a bigger plate because it looks kind of isolated and lonely by itself. So to overcome this first trap, we should choose smaller plates or a smaller glass. Or even when we go to the movie theaters, a smaller size popcorn. I know we can't get away with it. It's kind of a mindless eating while you're watching a movie because you're completely absorbed. You have no idea how much you ate. So why not start with a smaller bucket? The second trap is our stomach are not reliable indicator of when we're full. Dr. Wansink is his name. Dr. Wansink did an experiment at one of those all-you-can-eat chicken wing restaurants. I think Buffalo Wild Wings had that option. And one group, the busboy never came. When they finished a plate of chicken wing, just bones, right? They stack the bones on the plate, stack the plates on top of each other, so they're able to monitor how much they've eaten. Whereas, I'm going to call this group the dirty group. They got the dirty plates. Versus the clean group, where the waitress came by all the time. As soon as they have a plate, something dirty, they whisk it away. So the only thing they have on their table is just the food. And at the end of the night, the clean group ate 30% more wings because they don't have a visual indicator of how much they ate. And Dr. Wansink took a step further. He offered them a 450-calorie white chocolate macadamia nut cookie. Would you take it, as a dessert? Well, the group that thought they didn't eat that much, the clean group, most of them took the cookie. And they even started eating it before they got to the car. Whereas the dirty group, still memory of the stacks of plates still fresh in their mind, they said, no thanks. Only about 15% took the cookie. So to counter this trap, keep the evidence of what you just did in front of you. Don't be in a hurry to clean it up. If you're eating snacks, leave the wrappers there, leave the bag there. Just, before you leave the living room, clean it up. And the last trap is, I call it the lust of the eyes. Dr. Wansink did an experiment on ice cream. He took butcher paper, dark brown, not see-through, and covered up the clear window portion of the ice cream freezer shelves. And what people end up happening, they walk by it, not even noticing ice cream was there. And the store's sale of ice cream dropped 30%. But the good news is, the die-hard ice cream eaters, people that eat it 2-3 times a week, they still found the ice cream. So how do we counter trap number 3? You need to remove the temptation. Get it out of your sight. Oh, sorry. For example, if it's ice cream, put it in the freezer. And not just the freezer, put it in the freezer in the garage. So you have to put your sandals on. Make it inconvenient. And also, on a positive note, put healthy wholesome food, healthy food, in front of you, put it in a clear glass bowl or a large plastic colorful bowl, either way in an idyllic setting where you will trigger your mind to eat something healthy. The point is, it's so much easier to change your environment than to battle with your self-control. So if you can't remember anything else I said today here, remember, small is beautiful. Choose the smaller plate. Adam goes next.